Good morning, Twitch. My name's Alloway, and welcome back to another episode of The Elder Scrolls Online. It's been a minute since I've actually streamed this game. Played a lot of it on other characters, doing the daily event quests and all of that. But haven't really been busy streaming other games, so finished Demon's Souls, start streaming Resident Evil 6. Playing Destiny 2, trying to finish up the Battle Pass. All things that eat up a lot of time. But in this particular episode, I want to finish this Legacy of the...
our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too, like a dark storm on the horizon.
I'm worried, Feda. I don't think Galen's troubles are over.
Gee. Anyway. Let's hope we don't find this man with a dagger in his back.
Search the castle. If there are more rogue knights, I want them in chains.
We routed them from the library, but I'll make sure nothing was damaged or stolen.
I'm glad to see you again, friend. I just wish your arrival didn't coincide with another crisis.
What's going on, Count Stefan?
A contingent of knights from the Society of the Steadfast entered the castle. Not in and of itself a concern, we are allies after all. But we weren't informed of a visit. When one of my knights saw them go into the library, she went to investigate.
What did your knight find?
She discovered them ransacking the library. They attacked her, but she was able to fend them off and summon help. My knights routed the villains, but we're unsure if anything was stolen, or if there are more of them hiding elsewhere in the castle.
It could be the Ascendant Order. They recently stole armor from the Society.
The Ascendant Order? The rogue knights that gave you trouble back on High Isle. What would they be seeking in my castle?
We discovered that Lord Bacaro is their Ascendant Lord. He wants the Druid King's regalia.
And those imposters must have been looking for the Druid King's crown. Come, we need to check the library at once. And later, I want to hear more about your accusations concerning Lord Bacaro.
Don't tell me you put the crown in the library.
I assumed it would be safe enough locked in a case in the library until I could make other arrangements. We had no reason to believe the relics were in danger. Besides, I only returned to the castle a moment before you arrived.
Where were you when the intruders arrived?
At the docks preparing to receive Lord Bacaro's ship and the relief supplies he promised. It never arrived. I suppose that was all part of the ruse based on what you just told me. Now, let's go make sure the crown is still safely locked away. The library is this way.
I'll be right here.
Right. Wow.
Damn their eyes, they ransacked the place. Let's see if the case is still here.
You're too late, fool. The crown belongs to the Ascendant Order now.
Oh joy, more leads. I gotta go scry those out at some point.
No, the case is empty. But how did they know to search the library, let alone behind the shelves?
Oh, you know, I should have a companion out for this, just to hear what they're gonna talk about. Spell.
Where will our adventures take us today?
They stole the crown right out of my own castle. How is this possible? You said Lord Bacaro is behind this. I think you better tell me what you know.
Lord Bacaro is the Ascendant Lord. He believes he's the descendant of the last Druid King.
If you go back far enough, most Bretons have a druid hiding somewhere in their bloodline, but so many records have been lost. How could he be certain? Regardless, why the ruse with the peace talks and the Ascendant Order?
He wants to be crowned as the new Druid King. Replace the Ruby Throne with the Ivy Throne.
So Bakaro was behind it all. The attempts on the lives of the Alliance leaders, the death of the Archdruids, of Raval and my father. Wait, Druid Laurel. The staff, Laurel and Free, are in danger.
Lady Arabelle has gone to the Stonelore encampment to warn Druid Laurel.
Orlaith may have believed in a new age, but Bakaro is leading us toward the Green Scourge. King Kasserain's prophecy of the return of the Druid King. It predicts two possibilities. Either an era of peace and harmony, or a time of nature run amok.
What should we do?
Go to Glimmertarn and make sure Laurel and the staff are safe. I'll gather what knights I can spare. See if Captain Siravain is willing to aid us once more. I have a feeling we'll need all the help we can get to stop Bakaro and his Ascendant Order.
Captain Siravain is still on the island?
Siravain is a mercenary, but she and her Gilded Blade proved themselves trustworthy against the Dreadsails and the Firesong. Since then, we've been paying her to help with the relief efforts. We needed every ship we could hire.
Ferrying supplies in the wounded is one thing. Will she agree to fight alongside us again?
I won't know until I ask. And if she refuses, you'll still have House Mornard at your side in the battle to come. Now hurry, my friend. Go make sure the staff and Druid Laurel are safe.
Oh boy. The irony of it all. Count Menard, I forget what his first name was. Didn't believe in any of this, but he was willing to live and let live. And he got killed by what he thought was nonsense. And I'm sure there's a line in here. I'm sure there's something they said about
On the move.
letting your greed take over. Alright. Oh wait, no, I just gotta do is hold up. Where am I actually supposed to go? Pretty sure it's up this way, right? Oh yeah, I was right.
Druidkin! Oh, thank Ifray you're here. Something terrible has happened. This way!
I see someone didn't particularly think about the ramifications of someone fast traveling.
Rot and damnation! Lord Bakaro, he betrayed us!
Tell me everything that happened, Laurel.
Lord Bakaro and a contingent of steadfast knights arrived with their usual crates of supplies. He took me aside, warned me that the Ascendant Order was after the Druid King's regalia. He wanted to make sure the staff was still safe.
What did you do then?
Blight it all. But I did just what you'd expect. He's our ally, or I thought he was. I showed him that the staff was safe, and he grabbed it. Ordered his knights to hold us back. He has all three of the regalia, friend. All three.
Then what happened, Laurel?
We tried to resist, but we were no match for his knights. Then Bakaro displayed the regalia, proclaimed himself the Druid King, and commanded Free to follow him. And they did. That's when Lady Arabelle arrived. Wait, Stefan, is he all right?
Count Stefan is fine. Where's Lady Arabelle now?
As soon as I explained what happened, Lady Arabelle and her companions went after Bakaro. I told them we saw him leading Free toward Ifray's path. I stayed behind to tend to the wounded. But this smacks of the Green Scourge. I'll go with you.
Any idea why Lord Bakaro would take Free to Ifray's path?
How should I know how that blighter thinks? Lady Arabelle told me that he's the Ascendant Lord, which now makes sense. As soon as he revealed his treachery, his knights threw off their cloaks and revealed themselves to be the Ascendant Order.
You said he claimed to be the new Druid King. What happens now?
I'm not sure. Other than Orlaith, no one else has ever attempted to claim the title. At least not to my knowledge. Is it enough to just possess the regalia? Is that why he needs free? To legitimize his claim? I'm not sure. Still, this is bad.
Bad in what way, Laurel?
In every way. Everything I know tells me the Druid King can command nature. Wield it like a tool or a weapon. If the title is taken by force, the prophecy tells us it begins an age of destruction. The Green Scourge.
Tell me about the Green Scourge.
It's from the dream of Kasserine, the prophecy of the Druid King. One choice, one will, one binding word, shall bless or scourge all lands. Since those lines were carved into the Telling Stone, they've become the basis for our two possible futures.
And those two possible futures are?
The blessing of the Green Reward, or the curse of the Green Scourge. One ushers in an age of harmony with nature. The other predicts a world under siege by an angry and vengeful wilderness. Two possibilities. One Druid King.
And what determines which of these two futures comes about?
The Druids have argued about that for generations. From what you found at Ivyheim, it's clear Kasserine believed the reward would come when the Circles reunited and selected a new king, while a usurper would summon the Scourge. A tyrant like Bacaro.
Well, supposed to now
we
know
lost
what...
Bacaro in Ifre's path. Lady Arabelle is still out there.
Thank you, Nairon. The Druidkin and I will take it from here.
Here we go.
This is the trail they took into Ifre's path.
Oh yeah, I also got a new mount.
Over there. That's one of Lady Arabelle's companions.
Zaji.
Fiveclaw! Oh, thank the moons! The others followed Lord Bacaro. Go and help them.
Why didn't you follow them, Zaji?
Lady Arabelle is very brave. Barely recovered from nearly dying, and already chasing villains into a desolate and scary valley. Hurry, Fiveclaw. You must go help her.
Why are you out here alone, Zaji?
Zaji decided to wait out here for you, Fiveclaw. Yes, Zaji waited to direct you. It is easy to get lost in such places, yes? Lady Arabelle followed the Ascendant Lord. Should Zaji call him that now?
Druid, Laurel, and I will find them, Zaji.
Oh, thank you, Fiveclaw. Zaji will go back to the Druid village and wait for you there. Look for Casca. She is a great tracker. If she hasn't found Bacaro yet, she will shortly.
Ay.
They went this way.
Casca.
Look, that's the giant cat that accompanied
Good
Lady
to smell
Arabelle.
you, Fiveclaw. Rivanna thinks Bacaro came here for a purpose. He's not far ahead.
Casca?
Rivanna told me to wait here. She wanted to make sure that Druid Laurel or whoever came after us knew where to go. She doesn't know what the Ascendant Lord is up to exactly, but she's sure he came to this place for a reason.
So where are Lady Arabelle and Druid Rivanna?
They headed west and followed Bacaro into Ifre's path. Bacaro left some knights behind to slow us down, but I took care of them. Did you happen to see Zaji on your way here?
Yes, he decided to head back to Glimmertarn.
Now that you're here, I'll head back too. I could be more helpful at the Druid village than in a cramped cavern. You might not believe this, but sometimes my size can be a hindrance. Just make sure to bite Bacaro a few times for me.
I'll let the Spriggan Matron do that. I'll let the Twilight Matriarch do that. I'm not
The
much
ruins on the western wall of the Hollow. That's got to be where everyone headed.
I am not one for fighting my opponents. Stabbing and prying, yes, that I can do. Fighting, no.
There's a druid ahead.
Over here, my friend. Lady Arabelle followed them through that door. Lady Arabelle said you'd find us. Told me to wait here and point the way. She followed Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, through that door over there. Go help her. I'm still not sure she's fully recovered from the effects of the poison.
Zaji and Casca said you might know why Bacaro's come to this location.
Just speculation, really. Ifray's Path is a sacred place, and such locations contain power if you know how to draw upon it. Bacaro is going to need all the power he can get if he wants to press his claim as the Druid King.
What do you mean?
The Stonelore Circle, at least, will never accept his claim. Not unless forced to. Not to mention the Three Alliances. Bacaro is going to need more than the Regalia and his small army of knights to accomplish his ultimate goal. To rule all of Tamriel.
How's Lady Arabelle doing, Ravana?
She's definitely on the mend. But she should be resting. Running after the so-called Ascendant Lord can be hazardous to her condition in a number of ways. Go after her, my friend. Keep her safe and deal with Bacaro before things get worse.
Oh boy.
All these plants were recently torn away. This door must have been hidden for ages.
I swear, if we gotta go fight the Chimera Beast, I wouldn't put that past Bacaro, honestly. Oh shoot, this is still coated with my poison. I mean, I got enough of it.
That's Lady Arabelle. What's she doing?
Careful, dears, and watch where you step. Now, don't be alarmed, dear, but I happen to have stepped where I shouldn't have. I suppose I owe Druid Ravana an apology. The lingering effects of the poison do seem to have made me somewhat discombobulated.
What did you step on, Lady Arabelle?
A pressure plate, I think. Some sort of trap put here who knows when, and by who knows who. That can wait, though. I followed Lord Bacaro in here. He met with a group of druids. Firesong, I think. He promised them vengeance against the Stonelore.
What about Free? Were they with him?
The nature spirit? Yes, they were here. I couldn't quite tell if they were a prisoner or not. Bacaro did say he needed them to talk to Ifray's Path, whatever that means. You need to go after them, my dear.
What about you? We need to get you off of that pressure plate.
Oh, I agree. But that's not going to be done quickly. And as long as I remain in place, we are all perfectly safe. You go on ahead. Druid Laurel can stay here and help me disarm this insidious contraption.
Alright, I'll go after Lord Bacaro and Free.
Don't move, Lady Arabelle. Let me see what I can do.
Not a muscle, dear lady. Go, my friend. Find Bacaro and Free.
And here I thought she got hit by a paralysis spell or something. Oh, brother. Okay.
Don't let them reach the ritual site.
Like you actually stop. Oh.
Dad, do not do this.
There are none left to stand against us.
I hope so.
shall start by punishing the Stone Lord. Servant of Ifray, come forth.
Oh boy.
Obey your king. Destroy the Stone Lord Circle and their allies.
Shining Steel!
The reign of the Druid King begins here.
Come back!
Kill the intruders.
Interesting. An old druidic summoning chamber. I want to examine these carvings.
Damn my clumsiness. If not for the fact that we were delayed by that trap, we could have been here to help you with that creature. Then maybe Lord Bacaro wouldn't have been able to slip away.
Bacaro summoned that spirit to destroy the Stone Lord Druids and to deal with us.
I assume this was at least in part a test of sorts, to see if he could actually call forth a spirit and command it. Plus, he wanted to prove to his followers that he is worthy of the Druid King's regalia.
Where do you think Lord Bacaro went?
Somewhere he can further strengthen and consolidate his power, especially since he knows we're onto him. Druid Laurel is examining the stone carvings. Perhaps they can tell us something. Take a look and talk to her, dear.
These carvings tell an interesting story. Take a look, my friend. This carving shows the Druid King binding a spirit into Mount Firesong. This carving depicts the spirit slumbering within the volcano. See the Druid King's regalia? This carving indicates a possible future. See how the spirit awakens and the volcano erupts? It's a warning.
I always say, when someone gives you a warning, it's best to take heed.
Ancient druids called upon the spirits of the green at their own peril. Only the Druid King was ever able to do so safely. It's why we abandoned the practice long ago. This is where they did it. At least where some of them did it.
What do you think the stone carvings are meant to tell us?
Like so much of the ancient knowledge that remains, these carvings are open to interpretation. Obviously, we can see the spirits of the green. Forces of nature in the bosom of Ifray. Then we see a spirit slumbering beneath Mount Firesong.
The way Free slumbered before the Firesong awakened them?
Very much so. And the spirit must be extremely powerful due to how sacred Mount Firesong is. I think that's what the final carving tells us. Let the sleeping spirit lie. For generations, that's been one of the Firesong's primary purposes.
What do you think this all means?
I think Bacaro plans to call forth the spirit of Mount Firesong with the Druid King's regalia. With a spirit of that magnitude, the armies of Tamriel won't stand a chance. Go to Vastir, and tell Stefan to prepare his ships. We must go to Ipholon.
If we're going to stop Bacaro, we're going to need help. Go to Castle Mornard and rally Count Stefan's knights. I'll make sure the rest of us are ready.
Once again, going to at least give me like a portal. I suppose that would have been too easy. On the roads, I get to ride on my Dwarven Spider. And I've just been like a kid at Christmas riding on this thing.
Our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too, like a dark storm on the horizon.
I'm worried, Feda. I don't think Galen's trouble.
hope you'll reconsider. This threat endangers us all.
The Gilded Blades aren't mercenaries to call on to clean up your mess, Count Stefan.
Oh, that didn't take very long.
My knights are ready, but Captain Siravane isn't convinced she wants to join us in this particular fight. But never mind that. Is Druid Laurel all right? Is the Sacred Staff safe?
Laurel is fine, but Lord Bacaro has all 3 regalia and free. We think they're headed to Iphelon.
Damn it all to oblivion. At least Laurel is all right. I've assembled what knights I can spare, but we could really use Siravane and the Gilded Blades. Maybe you can convince her to help.
I'll talk to Captain Siravane.
I'd appreciate it. I've been banging my head against that particular wall for hours now. Remind her that if Lord Bacaro takes control of the archipelago, any safe ports she has on Galen will evaporate like a drop of water in a hot skillet.
Right.
I can never get enough of the food you landbound eat. It's so delicious. The Lordling sent you over to convince me to help, didn't he? My answer is the same. Why should I care about your political drama?
Lord Bacaro has declared himself the new Druid King?
And that concerns me how, exactly? If Druids want a king or not, that's their business, not mine. Sea Lord Nalos was my problem, and I took care of it. What happens on Galen next doesn't matter to me.
We helped you defeat Sea Lord Nalos and get your crew and the ship back?
Just because our purposes aligned once doesn't mean we'll sail side by side forever, mercenary. We both wanted Nalos dead, and now he is. That was a win for both of us. I'd need a more compelling reason to risk my crew again.
How's this? If Lord Bacaro and his allies take control, no port in the island will be safe for you.
That is certainly something I hadn't considered. I do like the safe haven that the Lordling has provided us with. And what was that about allies? Bacaro is working with the Fire Song? All right, you convinced me. My ship is yours, for now.
Can't believe Stefan didn't try this trick on her.
I knew you'd come around, Siravane. Let's meet at the Vastir docks.
Alright.
Back in the saddle.
Am I even going the right way? Yes, I am.
The first rounds of the Tales of Tribute tournament is about to begin.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
It's good to see you, dear. And is that Count Stefan? Glad House Mornard could join us, Your Excellency. Captain Zaji's ship is ready to sail. Next stop, Iphelon.
Oh boy. Well, no sense wasting time. It's gonna be a silent trip. It's a silent trip. We knew what was about to happen, what we were about to do. Do we have our own private trader's thoughts?
Come, dear. We have plans to make.
Somebody please tell me they know that. Please.
Laurel, Ravana, and I talked during the voyage. If Lord Bacaro truly means to awaken the spirit of the volcano, he's going to need to do it from inside Mount Firesong. And since he knows we're coming, he'll throw everything he has in our way.
So what do you propose, Lady Arabelle?
Sleight of hand, my dear. Count Stefan and Captain Siravane landed farther up the beach. While our allies draw attention at the main entrance, you and I will follow in their wake and find another way into the mountain.
Do you know of another entrance we can use?
Laurel wasn't sure, but she thinks she remembers a cave to the right of the main entrance. Let's search around. If nothing else presents itself, we'll see where that cave leads.
Okay then. Oh, stuck on foot for the entirety of this trip. Just don't gotta worry about the Ascended Knights holding prisoners.
The Ascendant Order's forces pulled back to the main entrance into the mountain. Siravane and her pirates went after them.
Oh boy.
Night never yields!
So now I hope that Flash can just die unless the Summoner was dead. No one asked me how this bridge is still standing.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Did Lady Arabelle just throw a Molotov?
Barnacles are cowards. They flee at the first sign of a worthy opponent.
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won.
Alrighty. Assuming that's not our entrance.
The spot Laurel mentioned should be just ahead. The cave Laurel suggested. It must be behind those vines.
Oh, this should be interesting. Alrighty.
This tunnel cuts deep into the mountain. Hopefully it will lead us to Lord Bacaro.
And we're gonna get there and there'll be no other sign of how else they got in, right?
Firesong Druids. Proceed with caution, dear.
The Druid King calls forth the spirit of the volcano. Soon our enemies will perish in lava and flame.
Bacaro has started. We have to hurry.
Right. I think that's gonna be a hazard. Just a...
The volcano is becoming more active. The lava is rising.
Well, that ain't good. Time to move. I don't even know what game has access to finisher.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Bacaro has started. We have to hurry. Look over there. That's Druid Laurel's nature spirit. We have to help them.
Don't stop, my brothers and sisters! The spirit of the volcano stir!
Does it? Huh? What?
Wind waters. Keep them back while I sing.
The lava is rising. We don't have much time.
For a second I thought that said defeat free. I was like, oh god, we get corrupted. why, Isabel. You're standing
Now,
in line.
friends, step into the wind vortex. Bakaro wields the regalia. He commands the spirit to awaken, and now the volcano awakens too.
Lord Bakaro truly is insane. Stay with Free, my friend. I need to warn the others.
Oh, naturally.
The false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
Well, I suppose I chose a bad time to turn around and look. Repetition. Oh, time to hustle.
The spirit of Mount Firesong.
Druid King, speak, and I obey.
Ancient pacts broken. Ancient promises ignored. The false king must pay.
I'm right up there with you, Free.
Not by you, not by the nature spirit. Look how the very mountain obeys me. Spirit of the volcano, send your avatars to destroy my enemies.
Defend yourself, Laurel friend.
Stop them, Spirit! Do what you were summoned to do!
I'm not dead! Thanks!
Give your Magicka a chance to recover.
Problem with being a freaking sorcerer. That shit doesn't fucking last very long.
Give up, my friend. We both want the same thing. An end to this stupid war, and something better than the Ruby Throne.
The spirit is too powerful. Once unleashed, it cannot be controlled.
Spirit of Mount Firesong, lend me your strength. Give me the power to destroy my enemies. I am Lord Bakaro, the Ascendant Lord, the Druid King. Soon, the alliances will be nothing but cinders and
Join with the spirit. nature. It will explode. Over here, I will summon another wind vortex. Step into the wind before the lava consumes us.
Well, hurry up and summon the thing.
The spirit has been restrained for 2 meditations. The False King is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
I must have turned somewhere. No, let's get the hell out of here.
The False King is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
What's the only real thing to do now is run like hell. I ran into a dead end. Just said, run like hell.
Ancient pacts. Broken. The False King is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
Oh shit, it's Bell's dead. Well, I can't even get out.
The False King is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
When the lava flows, the Alliance leaders will die. No more alliances. No more Ruby Throne. The era of the Ivy Throne begins now!
You know, I gotta look at the backstory. I didn't exactly play all the DLC, like to the breadth, but
I need energy to help. Destroy the shards and I will absorb the essence.
couldn't have just been a raid mechanic?
I need energy.
why not?
Stendarr was with us in that fight.
Thanks for the heal.
Suppose now I just spam finishers on you, huh?
What do you say to some celebratory?
I am the Druid King.
You are not worthy of the regalia, false king!
The spirit of Mount Firesong fled when the false king died. The volcano has no spirit to calm it now. The false king is gone, but so is the spirit of the mountain. Without a spirit to calm it, Mount Firesong's rage will continue unchecked.
Isn't there any way to stop it?
Perhaps, if the balance is restored. A new spirit must fill the void in Mount Firesong's heart. I will be that spirit.
What does that mean, Free?
It means I will calm the volcano before it destroys the archipelago. Attempt to contain most of the damage to Ipholon. But I will need your help, friend of Laurel. Friend of Free.
What do you need me to do?
Place the regalia to form a circle around me. Then command me to bind myself to the mountain. You are not the Druid King, but with the regalia and my willingness, the binding should hold. Then I will do what I can to quiet the volcano.
What happens to you after that, Free?
I will remain, but I will be different. As the seed becomes a tree, I shall become the spirit of the mountain, and I will slumber, as will Mount Firesong. Now take the crown and the gauntlet and place them around me.
I'll do as you ask, Free.
Quickly, friend. Place the gauntlet and crown to form a ritual circle. Now Free is the spirit of Mount Firesong. Now the volcano will be still. Goodbye, friend. And thank you.
Fiveclaw! You made Zachi's heart skip a beat, yes?
The volcano erupted, but except for the top of the mountain, Ipholon is intact. I very much want to hear what happened, dear.
Oh boy.
I got everyone back to the ship before the volcano fully erupted, but even so, I'm surprised we're all still alive. Care to enlighten us about what happened inside Mount Firesong, dear?
I defeated Lord Bacaro, but Free took the place of the mountain spirit. They contained the eruption.
Free was able to contain all that power. They saved the archipelago, the Alliance leaders, all of us. But where's Free now? Why didn't they return with you? You said they took the place of the spirit. What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I don't think Free is coming back. They're part of Mount Firesong now.
Oh, poor Free. Their sacrifice saved us all. I'll remember them fondly for that. And you're sure Lord Bacaro is defeated? Without their leader, his Ascendant Order should fade away. But what happened to the Druid King's regalia, dear?
Free used the regalia to bind themselves to the mountain. I think it was destroyed by the volcano.
It's just as well. As long as the Druids remain divided, they aren't ready for a new king. And I'm not sure how Emmerich and the others would react to another royal in their midst. Well, talk to our friends, dear. Then we should return to Bastia.
Right.
That's a whale of a story, mercenary. But I think I prefer having you with me than against me. So, at least for now, you have the respect of the Gilded Blades and their captain.
What happened to the Gilded Blades in your ship? Why are you on the Perfect Pounce?
The Gilded Blades handled themselves well, as always. And when Lady Arabelle sounded the warning, we headed to the nearest ship and set sail. For me, that happened to be this one. And your spirit friend decided to stay behind? Is that true?
Yes, Free chose to stay behind and contain the volcano.
That's intense. Can't say I'd have done the same, but I can respect someone willing to give up their life to save others. It isn't particularly the Sea Elf way, but still. I think I'll drink to Free whenever I sail past the mountain.
Okay.
I'm sorry we couldn't figure another way to get out of this. Free shouldn't have had to sacrifice themselves to save the rest of us. I'm just glad you stopped Bacaro. Now maybe we can finally start to rebuild Galen.
It was Free's choice. They made the decision and asked me to help them see it through.
All this death and destruction because Bacaro wanted to dig up some ancient Breton legacy. If I learned anything from my time with the Druids, it's that they don't need a king or a prophecy to make the world a better place. They just need to do it.
So you don't believe in the legacy of the Bretons?
Don't be silly, of course I do. But that legacy isn't crowns and gauntlets. It's people. Born of humans and elves to become something altogether new. It's magic, druids, and knightly orders. That's the Breton legacy I believe in. It's the best of us.
I'll drink to that.
I'm glad you were with Free inside the mountain, my friend. I'll never forget what they did to save us all.
Is Free gone for good, Laurel?
Free isn't gone, friend. They've just become something more. As a tree grows from seed to sapling to massive oak, so too has Free transformed. They're still with us, asleep in Mount Firesong, keeping us safe from the power of the volcano.
But will we ever see Free again?
Whenever you want to see Free, just look toward Mount Firesong. They're a part of it now. The spirit of the mountain. I need to tell the Druids what happened here. Let them learn the last lesson the Sower had to teach us. Sacrifice.
Well, that got deep real quick.
The first rounds of the Tales of Tribute tournament is about to begin.
Here I am. I was just here for a tribute. Yeah, I came here for tribute.
Did you hear? I knew it. This was all the fault of those damn Druids. Well, some. But Count Stefan and that hero from the mainland saved us.
I thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Veda.
I feel it too, like a dark storm on the horizon.
Over here, my dear. Count Stefan and I have something for you.
Please let it be a knife in the back.
You're really making a habit out of saving the archipelago, and of aiding me. Thanks to you, we revealed Lord Bacaro as a traitor, saved the islands from an erupting volcano, and ended the threat of the false Druid King. Well done, my dear.
What about the Ascendant Order, Lady Arabelle?
Don't worry about them. Without a leader, they'll quickly fade away. Now we just need to proceed with the peace talks. We're back on track and the archipelago is safe thanks to you. Now take this. Count Stefan and I wanted you to have it.
Thanks, I guess.
We did well, dear, but the work isn't finished yet. I could use a hand if you're still so inclined.
What do you need me to do, Lady Arabelle?
While I return to High Isle and make final preparations for the peace talks to commence, I'd like you to help Druid Laurel with one more thing. When you're finished, meet me at Mandrake Manor.
What kind of help does Druid Laurel need?
I'll let her give you the details. I will say this, though. You've certainly made an impression on the Stone Lord Druids, dear.
I'll help Druid Laurel and then meet you at Mandrake Manor.
Druid Laurel will tell you what she needs. Just don't dawdle. Finish things here, then meet me on High Isle. We've had the Alliance leaders waiting quite long enough, and I have to make some arrangements with the Society of the Steadfast.
The Society of Steadfast, do you really still want to work with Lord Bacaro's organization?
Despite Lord Bacaro's betrayal, the Society has done good work here in the Sisters and back in Tamriel. I'd hate to lose that, but you're quite correct. I need to determine if the Society is trustworthy.
How will you do that?
I'll start by meeting with Captain Marguerite. The Society attracted many good people who have done a lot of good work. I won't see that die with Bacaro. I want the organization to continue if at all possible.
Right.
Galen and the entire archipelago owe you a debt, my friend. You have my thanks.
The Druids will never forget what you and Free did to save us. Lady Arabelle said she could spare you, and I appreciate the help. Before Free was taken by Lord Bacaro, they gave me something. Told me what to do with it if they didn't return. I thought Free was just being cautious, but I think they knew.
What do you think Free knew?
That they weren't coming back. Free gave me a pouch of soil. They said it was special. That they prepared it as part of their purpose. You remember how Free would go on and on about that. Anyway, they asked me to do something after they were gone.
What did Free ask you to do?
They asked me to go to the Overlook north of Glimmertarn, to sprinkle the soil from the pouch there. I made a promise, and I'd like you to fulfill it with me. I think Free would want you to be a part of this. Will you help me, friend?
I'll meet you at the Overlook north of Glimmerton, Laurel.
Here, take the pouch of soil. There's a beautiful tree by the Overlook, tall and majestic. I think that's the perfect place to honor Free's wishes. I'll meet you there.
Right. I'm not gonna sow them all by asking more questions. Just a stoic nod, and then calmly walking out the door. Or, in my case, running. I ran by the wasteland, didn't I? No, I didn't. Ooh, platinum scene.
Good quality there.
That's the tree. Free was quite fond of it. Go ahead and sprinkle the soil around its base. I thought for sure something would happen, but this is wonderful. Friend, let me tell you what Free has done.
What has he done?
Did you see what happened, friend? What Free asked us to do with that pouch of soil? It's a miracle.
You need to explain this to me, Laurel.
Of course. After everything you've done for us, I still forget sometimes that you're not a druid. Free had a special connection to the sacred seeds. They used their power as a nature spirit, as the sower, to put some of that magic into the soil.
So that means...
It means that the sacred seeds aren't gone. That the Druid King's regalia will return. Someday. Until that time, we'll need to protect this tree. Nurture it. I'll make sure that all the circles know. We'll find a way to do it together.
Do you think all the Druid circles can be trusted?
Trust has to start somewhere. But we still need to gather the elders and form a new Dreyfa. After that, I'll broach the subject. In the meantime, I'll commune with the tree, with the growing seeds. And I'll be here when they finally blossom.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Laurel?
I think that's everything, my friend. Thanks again for helping me honor Free's request. I hope they find peace and happiness inside the volcano. Anyway, I think you should head back to High Isle now. I know Lady Arabelle is eager to begin the talks.
Is there anything we can do for Free?
Free made their decision. Without their sacrifice, none of us would have survived the volcano's eruption. I'll find time to go to Mount Firesong, to commune with the new spirit of the volcano. Sometimes bound spirits respond. Sometimes they don't.
You don't think Free will talk to you?
Oh, Free will commune with me if they're able. But every spirit binding is different. Some can communicate freely. Others can only share impressions. And then there are the ones that more or less slumber, as Free did before they were awakened.
Well, I hope all is well with that.
Here we go.
Wait, where am I going? Mandrake Manor, which means... back to High Isle. Oh, there's so many things to do once I'm finally done with this. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy, like... I actually didn't mind the story for this. It was nice. I mean, I kinda called it. Like, I suspected Lord Bacaro was gonna be the main villain after all, again, but, it is what it is. Everything, it's a happy ever after all.
I assure you, Lady Arabelle, I'm more committed than ever to the Society of the Steadfast's mission of peace.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Captain. Ah, good, you're back.
I can take these coins off your desk, Lady Arabelle, please. Thank you.
Captain Marguerite and I were just having the most illuminating discussion here. Other than some misdirection at the end, Lord Bacaro never allowed his clandestine activities with the Ascendant Order to spill over into the Society of the Steadfast.
Are you confident of that, Lady Arabelle?
Yes, dear, I am. Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and I've begun to study their ledgers. Nothing is amiss. I'll get someone I trust to perform a thorough investigation, but the Society has done too much good to shut it down now.
And are we ready to start the peace talks?
Just about. Preparations are underway at Old Flags Islet, but I have a task for you. I'd like you to invite Count Stefan, Druid Laurel, and Druid Ravana for the talks. They deserve to have a voice in the proceedings. Captain Zaji and Casca, too.
You want Zaji and Casca to participate in the peace talks?
I think Zaji and Casca should get to see the negotiations unfold, but to have them participate, oh goodness no, dear. So, invite Stefan, Laurel, and the rest, and remind Stefan I'm depending on House Mornard for added security.
Where can I find all these people?
Count Stefan will be at Castle Mornard, and Druid Laurel should be in the Vines District in Bastille. Zaji's likely at the docks here in Gonfalon Bay, and Druid Ravana is at her workshop here on High Isle, just west of the city.
Tell me more about the peace talks.
We've been trying to get the leaders of all three alliances to the table since this whole affair began. It's been sponsored by the Society of the Steadfast. There are no guarantees, but this is our best chance to end the Three Banners War.
What happens when the leaders learn about Lord Vacaro's betrayal?
I won't keep that a secret from High King Emmerich and the others, but I will urge them to see the talks through, despite their less than honorable beginnings. This is a real chance for lasting peace, and I damn well plan to make that happen.
Okay. Alrighty. Try to talk to as many people as possible. Oh yeah, I do have to go outside after all. Once again, I ride on my mechanical steed.
Make sure the Pounce is ready to sail the moment Queen Irene calls for us.
The Pounce is ready. I could use some quiet time for a change.
Maybe you spoke too soon, Casca. Look who it is. Always a pleasure, Five Claw, but you also tend to bring trouble to Zaji, and more work. So what is it this time? A Peryite cult? Vampire armies from deep underground, what?
Lady Arabelle would like you and Casca to attend the peace talks as observers and guards.
Zaji and Casca are invited? Well, as expected, of course. After all Zaji has done, it is only natural to want him there to observe, and to keep the Queen and the others safe. But Casca too, really? Oh, very well, if Lady Arabelle insists.
We'll see you at All Flags Islet, Zaji.
Zaji and Casca will leave for the islet at once, and will bring along a few of the Pounce's crew. A little extra muscle never hurts, yes?
Do you think the peace talks have any chance of success, Zaji?
There is always a chance, Five Claw. It may be very, very small. So small that you cannot see it with the naked eye, but it is there nonetheless. This one does hope it works out, though. War is a terrible business indeed.
It depends on who you're asking. Rule of Acquisition number 35. Peace is good for business. Rule of Acquisition number 34. War is good for business. Now, I'm trying to remember where Druid Ravana's is it? Actually, I'm not too far from there. I can ride there.
It'd be nice to get off my feet.
What a pleasant surprise. What brings you back here so soon, friend? Not another danger to the archipelago, I hope.
Lady Arabelle wants you to represent the Stone Lord Druids of High Isle at the peace talks.
I'm neither an elder nor an archdruid. Shouldn't Lady Arabelle invite one of them? Most of the surviving senior members of the Circle are deep in discussions about the Dreyfa. Very well. Tell her I'll attend the talks.
Good. I'll see you on All Flags Islet.
I'm pleased that Lady Arabelle thought to include the druids of the archipelago in the peace talks. As you have seen, events on the mainland reach even to our distant shores. Still, I wish we had archdruids or elders available for the task.
Are you interested in becoming an elder or an archdruid, Rivana?
Perhaps one day, but I'm much too young to be called an elder. Don't you agree? As for archdruid, one doesn't just receive that accolade. Only druids of immense presence and power ever achieve such a rank. Will I someday? We shall see.
No. I would like to, but can't get sidetracked. Hold on. If it's for daily, I can show that off. Because this gives me rapport with Isabelle, so I'll do it real quick. This is what Minecraft and I were doing for a while to get our rapport.
How can I help?
Of course, to tell Minecraft finished with his shit, whereas me, I kind of slacked a bit. Cool. Alright, this should be interesting. I know this particular one, this should be fun. Not too many white mechanics, I would hope. Not be in a party. Oh well.
Okay.
Back out of the voice chat. There we go. Alright. Does this boss have one shot? Can't remember. Well, says he's trying to do that. Now we wait. Yeah, I know I'm technically getting sidetracked, but... And then this one. What do I have in my journal? Let's see. Tales of Tribute, yes. Oh yeah, I still gotta do this. I guess I'll do that too. I guess I can drop that. I mean, I haven't really done that in a while. Well, there's only one thing left to do. There they are.
Defy us.
Now, the important thing about doing these sorts of things is to make sure that your companion actually survives.
I'm wounded. Skendor, save me. None have bested us. This can't be.
Go. Little extra. Little extra rapport with Isabel. I wish this was something you can do more than once, but the reset time between this rapport increase is supposedly about the time the dailies reset, so not like you can do this multiple times over. It's not like Miri or Bastion, unfortunately. Arguably, people I don't know if people complained about repping up their rapport with their people. But if they did, arguably they made it harder.
I trust you bring good news? Or at least not disastrous news?
Well, I killed the thing and got the things.
Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The druids of the Eldertide Circle detest mainlanders. And some of them are very powerful spellcasters, too. Here, your reward. You look strong and
on the Isle was well worth our time. Well done.
Yes, yes indeed. Now, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna claim this. Yay. Not as well. Recipes I don't mind so much. Okay, now that's all said and done. Gotta play tribute. But I will do that in due time. In due time. Back to Minos.
Rogue knights, druid prophecies, erupting volcanoes. If it's not one thing, it's another.
Surely the mainland doesn't have these kinds of problems. It's just lucky for us a mainlander hero was around to lend a hand.
Still, I'm seriously reconsidering my decision to move to the archipelago. I was promised sun and waves, not near-death experiences.
You speak as though the mainland is any more peaceful. There's a, mind you, there's a three-sided war going on.
So much to do, so little time.
Blight it all. We have to find a way for the circles to work together.
The Eldertide are willing, but we have yet to choose new leaders, and we still distrust the Fire Song.
The Fire Song are aware of our mistakes. We don't expect forgiveness, but we want a chance to make amends. I promise our next leader will have less aggressive aspirations.
Oh.
Blight and damnation. Trying to get the druid circles to agree on anything is like trying to herd fawns. But you're not here to deal with my problems. Not this time. What can I do for you, my friend?
Lady Arabelle wants you to represent the Druids of Galen at the peace talks.
Really? After you just saw my negotiating skills in action? Wait, you're serious? Well, why not? I definitely want what's best for my people. And maybe I can learn something watching the Alliance leaders. I'll be happy to attend.
Good. We'll see you at All Flags Islet on High Isle.
And just between us, the talks with the Druid circles aren't going too badly. I just lose patience sometimes. I want everything to happen right now. But flowers blossom when they're ready, am I right?
How are you and Count Stefan getting along, Laurel?
What? Did Stefan say something? What are you asking? Count Stefan and I are getting along fine. Never better. And I'd rather not talk about this at the moment, if that's all the same to you.
Ah. Knew there's some tension there somewhere.
Let's go.
I mean, come on, the way they concern for each other's safety, it's definitely... Well, it could be platonic in nature.
Was all this bloodshed really the result of a druidic prophecy, Galfin?
I'm afraid so, Feda. Sometimes religious conviction can drive even the best of us to do terrible things.
Well, at least the Ascendant Lord has been defeated. And we found each other, Galfin. That's the sunlight breaking through the clouds.
Nice. Haha. Seems like everything's going for a happy ever after.
Captain Marguerite was as good as her word. Get those supplies distributed at once.
Right away, Count Stefan.
Friend, welcome back to Castle Mornard. Lady Arabelle told me to trust Captain Marguerite, and so far so good. The Society of the Steadfast restarted their relief efforts, and things have been moving smoothly ever since. But what brings you back to Galen, friend?
Lady Arabelle would like you to represent Galen at the peace talks.
Does she now? And what role would a minor count play in discussions concerning the greater fate of all of Tamriel? No, forgive me, friend. It's just been a lot lately. Of course I'll attend. Is there anything Lady Arabelle needs of me?
She also requests you bring a contingent of House Mornard knights.
Ah, yes. After all this trouble, such a request isn't all that surprising. Very well. Tell Lady Arabelle Count Stefan shall attend the peace talks with a contingent of his finest knights at his side. Will that do?
Perfectly. We'll see you at All Flags Islet, Count Stefan.
How my father ever accomplished anything with the constant parade of supplicants and requests I'll never understand. Or Archdruid Revolve, for that matter. Now I know what it's like when everyone is constantly vying for a moment of your attention.
Is it really that bad being the Count, Stefan?
No, it's not all that bad. Stressful, yes, but rewarding in its own way. You know, I really do like making decisions that help people. And I've even gotten the nobles and druids to sit down together. Once. Maybe my plans will work out after all.
I can see that. Once. You guys ever actually gonna like do anything? You're all just standing here waiting for your horse's legs to give out. Who knows? All Flags Island, here I come. Peace talks. Time to end 3 factions war. Or hopefully.
Over here, dear. Time to get this conference started. I see everyone has arrived. Well done, dear. And I did my part as well. The Alliance leaders are already downstairs.
Did you have any trouble getting the leaders here?
Oh, just the usual hemming and hawing. I just applied my natural charisma and threatened them with bodily harm. The leaders do want a word with you, though, if you're willing to indulge them.
I could just picture Lady Arabelle. Bodily harm. It's like yes, I respect that granny if she can kick your ass. Ranger school instructor, I'll bet. Of course, I'd be happy to talk to the Alliance leaders. Oh joy. Let's start with High King Emeric.
Lord Bacaro a villain. Rogue knights collaborating with druids. And what was that about sea elves? This visit to the archipelago has been one surprise after another. I owe you a lot, friend. You saved my life, and you saved my realm.
Saved your realm?
I've ignored the druids of the archipelago for too long. The few I've met over the years seem, well, quaint, eccentric. I thought their insistence on clinging to the ancient ways was harmless. But I forgot about the dark roots of their tradition.
Dark roots?
The weirds of High Rock distanced themselves from politics, but the druids of old were a different breed. They used fearsome magic to rule over the early Bretons, either directly or from behind the scenes, and they jealously guarded their power.
Do you plan to go forward with the peace talks?
Why in oblivion not? I've been here this long. What's another few days? If the Breton legacy has a dark side, it also shows courage and commitment. If Irene and Ernskar are willing to talk, so am I. But I wonder if Lord Bacaro had the right idea.
You think Lord Bacaro was right?
Oh, not about the whole Ascendant Lord and murder thing, but about finding someone other than one of us to sit on the throne. I can't imagine Irene or Yoren agreeing to bow down to me willingly, and I feel the same way. We'll just have to see.
I swear to God, if I am crowned Empress of Cyrodiil right now.
It fills my heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
Alright, Ernskar, what do you guys say?
There you are. And the hero of the day again. I knew we weren't done with the Ascendant Order after the assault on All Flags Islet. But I never imagined it was Lord Bacaro who betrayed us.
Are you heading back to Windhelm now?
That's what my father would expect. But I don't feel that I'm quite done here yet. Nothing in my instructions covers what's happened so far.
And Lord Bacaro's treachery calls into question the very sanctity of these peace talks.
So the peace talks are a failure?
I wouldn't say that. I came here to do a job, and I think it can still be done. I plan to send word to the Skull King. Tell him I'm staying. At least as long as Emmerich and Irene agree. Lord Bacaro may have deceived us, but peace is still possible.
Will Yoren, the Skull King, agree with that decision?
He won't be happy about the way Lord Bacaro manipulated him. But when I explain what happened here, and what you did, friend, he'll support my decision. He really is an excellent king, my father. But don't tell him I said that.
Of course not. Queen Irene?
I like to think I'm not easily fooled. But not in 1,000 years would I have guessed that Lord Bacaro was the secret leader of the Ascendant Order. No one argued more eloquently for a lasting peace than he did.
Will the peace talks still take place?
The revelation that these talks were merely part of the Ascendant Lord's plan to seize power makes it difficult. But as far as we can tell, the Society of the Steadfast Intentions are pure. And I think Lord Bacaro might have outsmarted himself.
Outsmarted himself? How?
Bacaro wanted to prove his worth. Show us that by blood and circumstance, he was the best suited to take power. Instead, through his actions as the Ascendant Lord, Emmerich, Ansgar, and I learned that we could actually work together.
So you think peace is still possible?
I think so, yes. I've come to believe that Emmerich and Ansgar want peace as badly as I do, and I'm willing to see where these discussions lead. We may not come to any conclusions, but isn't the possibility worth the effort? I think it is.
The stories I've heard about
Attention,
Queen
please.
Irene are incredible.
Lady Arabelle requests that everyone join her in the reception hall.
Well, this should be interesting. Raz. Jacquard. Oh boy. What are you guys doing here? This should be interesting.
Friend, may we speak?
Why are we talking on top of the stage?
Finally, we get a moment to ourselves. I did want to speak with you before Lady Arabelle gets on with the important business.
What do you want to talk about, Count Stefan?
I wanted... Damn, this went better in my head. I've never been as good at speaking my mind as my father was, or Archdruid Reval. Now, he was an orator. Sorry, I'm babbling. Let me start over. Thank you for everything, my friend.
You don't need to thank me, Count Stefan.
Now, don't start with that sort of nonsense. Of course I need to thank you. You saved us all. What kind of count would I be? What sort of friend? If I didn't let you know how much what you've done for us means to me.
Thank you?
All right, I've taken up enough of your time. I know how eager Lady Arabelle is to get the peace talks underway. We'll talk later. Now go speak to Lady Arabelle and let her know everything is ready for her to begin.
Alright, I'll go speak to Lady Arabelle.
Have I mentioned how much I detest public speaking? Goes against all my training as a spy and agent of the king. I'm supposed to hear all the important bits of dialogue, not recite them. Ah, well, before all that, I want to share something with you.
You don't need to do that, Lady Arabelle.
Yes, I do. As we conclude this business with Lord Bacaro and the Ascendant Order, I want you to know how much your help has meant to me. Take this as payments for services above and beyond the call of duty. Now, I have a speech to deliver, my dear.
Healing staff. I love how the staff is purple and the sword is white.
We stand here today because of Lord Bacaro, what he brought together through the Society of the Steadfast, and what he tried to bring about as the Ascendant Lord. Instead of dividing us, instead of defeating and conquering us, He showed us what's possible when we work side by side. And through the courage and sacrifice of many of the people gathered here, as well as the nature spirit free, we persevered and won the day. Now to our royal guests, I say, let's recognize our friend, and then start the talks.
Our friend has performed above the call of duty. I name them Champion of the Covenant.
Not so fast, Emmerich. I name them Champion of the Dominion.
Then I name them Champion of the Pact.
Your Majesties, please. All of that would never fit on the medal. Let's just agree on Champion of the Alliances, shall we?
Oh, very well.
I can live with that.
If you insist.
This is funny. Oh, it didn't take very long, did it? Alright. Time to talk to everybody around. I'm gonna start with Quen and her friend here.
All these lords and ladies. Usually I stay out of sight around these types. Not sure how to act while mingling with them. It's worth it to celebrate you, partner. You always seem to show up just when you're needed.
Did she deliver the druid relic?
We met our contact after leaving Lanshara. I thought Umindior would take credit, but he didn't care. All he could think about was that Neri woman. The pay was good, but the experience was more important. I really think this is the life for me.
What's next for you?
Money and adventure aren't the only reason I got into this life. I have something important I need to do. Someone I need to find. I don't really want to get into it now. But if you ever land in Abar's Landing, maybe we can work together again.
Sure. You gonna gush about Neri?
I suppose I should offer my congratulations. Not only did you help Quen and me, but I understand you calmed the volcano. Nicely done. Maybe next you could do something about mud crabs. I really despise the shells and those weird eye stalks.
Right. Serving?
I'm not sure why the Lordling invited me to this, and I'm not sure why I decided to come. I suppose it's interesting to see how the various alliances negotiate. It appears to be a lot less bloody than the functions I've attended in Piandronia.
Well, that's one more thing to say about it.
Are we ready to begin, Your Majesties?
I suddenly feel extremely humble.
Well, gentlemen, shall we?
I suppose we shall. We did endure much to get to this point, after all.
Then let us see how possible peace may be.
They're all just gonna exit the stage, right? Yes, they are. Can I go through that door and watch the peace talks? No, I cannot. Alright. What do you gotta say, Casca?
Peace. I wonder if they'd really do it. I've grown to respect all three leaders in the time we've been assisting them, but I know these are not easy waters to sail. Anyway, if you ever need us, Five Claw, just send word to the Perfect Pounds.
I mean, I can't really tell because Zaji's a small stature, but I mean... Aren't you guys Five Claw too?
Zaji worries about the leaders. Do you know Zaji once saw Queen Ayrenn decapitate someone with a spoon? A spoon! Ah, well, out of Zaji's paws. But if you ever need us, Five Claw, Casca will come running. Zaji too, but definitely Casca.
Okay. Are you just a servant, or did you play a part in something?
What an inspiration you are. So productive and efficient. Watching your promotion from lowly guard to a mineral surveyor to savior of the Isles gives me hope. It also makes me a bit jealous. I worked so hard. I hope my efforts pay off financially.
Now I remember you. Do you have plans for yourself?
Naturally. One must always stay working. Maximizing effort means increased income and respect. I should offer my services to all the assembled dignitaries. That's how I get my name out there.
How did the mineral survey of Embervine go?
Safely and productively, thanks to you. I found a rich vein of ebony that quite pleased House Bernard. I assume they'll start mining right away. If only I could receive a cut of those profits. But I know they'll spread my name to new clients.
Right then, good luck with that.
I should have known you had a hand in all of this, outsider. You seem to have a knack for making hopeless situations turn out for the better.
Who's looking after Y'ffre's path in your absence?
We left the path in the care of the animals who roam it. I have no doubt that they'll be able to deter outsiders from wandering too far into our sacred site. Other druids will join us there soon, and we will rebuild our halls of memory.
You think you can do that without the Chronicle?
What choice do we have? Our stories and history are important, perhaps now more than ever. If my understanding of recent events is true, then you know the dangers of burying or misinterpreting the past. History should be learned from, not repeated.
True.
That druid Laurel of the Stonelore Circle. She's trying to get us all to work together. I suppose these peace talks are giving us all ideas.
How are things going at Y'ffre's path?
As well as can be expected. Petov and I are figuring out what it means to be chroniclers. I mean, without the help of a nature spirit. And we talked with Druid Laurel. I think we're going to allow druids from the other circles to come help us.
Alright, this should be interesting. I'm gonna talk to Jakarn first.
Hey, good looking. Did you miss me?
I thought you left, Jakarn. What are you doing here?
I did go back to the mainland, but a new opportunity went sideways and it seemed prudent to disappear again. You know how it is. And I never miss a party. That's one of the 3 inalienable rules I live by. The other 2 fluctuate, depending.
Will you stick around after the party?
I might. I would like to see how the peace talks turn out. And Lady Arabelle implied she might have more work for me. Something more substantial than ferrying messages. I think she plans to ask me to be her partner. What? It could happen.
Right. You just happen to be standing next to Duchess Alea Dufort.
You'd think the Knight Commander would have a nicer office. Well, if I must work here while my own wing of the castle undergoes repairs, I may just have to do some redecorating.
Okay. Raz?
Who knows? Perhaps Raz will meet a nice druid boy while he is here. This one likes plans as much as the next Khajiit. Galen really is quite beautiful, yes?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions before you rest?
Of course, of course. You would think Raz was going to curl up and fall asleep right here at your feet. Huh. Actually, that is not a bad idea.
Oh, so you just had the same dialogue you did when we left. Alright. Saves me the time, I guess. Alright. What about you, Captain?
The Society of the Steadfast will continue to provide help wherever it is needed. Whether war or disaster, we will be there to heal, to feed, and to shelter. I give you my word. Lord Bakaro's treachery was his alone. The Society's mission remains.
Good to hear that. Duluth.
Well, that's done. What's next for us, I wonder? I do like it here on Galen, and I enjoy spending time with Laurel and Stefan. But I'm an adventurer at heart. The sea calls to me. Perhaps we'll cross paths again, mate. Stranger things have happened.
Laurel?
So much death and destruction because a man spoke a few words in the ancient past. I think I may have learned as much as I care to about the Druid King. Now I need to look to the future. We all do. And we can, thanks to you.
So you're going to stop studying Druid history, Laurel?
Well, not completely. There are still mysteries to solve, secrets to learn. But I also need to concern myself with the present, the future. What's next for the Stone Lore and the Druid circles? How do we move forward from here? I do love a challenge.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I've asked that. Is there anything about this? And what about Count Stefan?
Stefan suffered some great losses. We all did. But he's strong. He'll make a good leader for Galen. And the Druids are already responding to his overtures. Oh, you mean... that's rather personal. Even for us. But Stefan and I... we'll see.
Are you gonna say something unique then?
The remaining elders and archdruids are talking. They'll call a Drafa soon. Then, we'll see. We have to make sure the Fire Song return to the true path. And we have to learn to trust them. To trust each other. Again. If Ray will guide us.
Yeah, no, I think it's the same. Alright. I don't remember you particularly.
You and Count Stefan have given the Eldertide much to consider. We always guarded these islands against outsiders. Pirates, yes, but also nobles, settlers, and townsfolk. Now I see we may find friends where once we saw enemies.
True. Nevin?
My circle lost its way under Archdruid Orlaith. Some of us knew it, but we had gone too far. All we could do was fight on and hope that Orlaith's victory would be worth the price. I regret the things we did and promise to make up for it.
Once you realize, why'd you keep following Archdruid Orlaith?
Prophecy and faith are powerful things, outsider. And Orlaith told very convincing stories with her words. By the time I saw the truth of where she was leading us, there was no way to oppose her. Orlaith was just too powerful.
So what happens now?
It's true that a small number of Firesong cling to Orlaith's lies. But the rest of us, we want to make amends. Work with the other circles and see what comes of Count Stefan's overtures. We'd like to be part of the future of the archipelago.
Oh, that's noble. Magister Valessa?
Look around, friend. All these people are here because of you. I don't know what we would have done without you.
Perish in a fiery damnation? Ravana?
Now the discussions to resolve seasons of conflict begin. This is an important moment, friend. And you made it happen. Even if the peace talks fail, good things will come of this. They must. And know that you always have a place with the Stone Lore.
I think that's everybody. Anything for...
I assume you're off on another adventure after this. Take me with you. I'm not sure I'm ready to deal with the responsibilities that come with my new title.
You'd really set aside the leadership of House Menard?
No. Both my father and Archdruid Reval taught me better than that. It is tempting, though, to pick a direction and just go. But there are challenges to take on right here in the archipelago. I think I'm actually looking forward to them.
Do you think you'll ever reconcile your dual heritages?
Dual heritages? Do you refer to Bretons being half-elf, or are you talking about my noble versus druid upbringing? Well, either way, there's nothing to reconcile. All of that is a part of me. Makes me who I am. If anything, I want to make use of it all.
Will House Menard take on a bigger role in governing the sisters?
I think I have more than enough on my plate with Galen and building better relations with the Druids. But I don't believe in the feud that has plagued the noble houses of the sisters for years. If High Isle needs help, House Menard will provide it.
And what about Druid Laurel?
After all that has happened, I suppose I can confide in you. I'm going to ask Druid Laurel to stay in Vastir. Help me as a liaison between the city and the Druid circles. And if we also find time to renew a friendship of old, well, we shall see.
Yes, the juicy gossip. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't really partake in any of that in high school, if you haven't noticed. Someone did ask me to confirm a rumor they were talking about, but I was, of course, clueless. No, nothing's changed, obviously.
This is the part of the story I hate the most. When we must inevitably say goodbye. As much as I try to avoid it, I have a terrible habit of growing quite attached to the people I work with. All that said, I will miss you most emphatically, my dear.
What's next for Lady Arabelle?
My contract with the Society of the Steadfast doesn't end until the peace talks conclude. And who knows how long the Alliance leaders will yell at each other now that they've finally started. After that, some travel, some writing, some time to relax.
What about Investigator Vale? Is that what you're going to write?
These accusations that I'm some clandestine writer of tawdry thrillers are beginning to rankle, dear. I understand that the next Vale novel will feature an unlikely location, a new romantic interest, and a villain of epic proportions. Or so I heard.
Will you look for another mystery to solve?
I rarely have to look, dear. They seek me out. I would like a little time to recover from this ordeal, though. My old bones don't spring back like they once did. And I really want to find someone to, let's say, share a bottle or two with. Yes?
Oh, dear Lord, please tell me you and Jakarn aren't about to... Nope. Don't want that image in my head. Do you think these talks will end the Three Banners War?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. I hope Emmerich and the others can work something out. There's been more than enough blood spilled over the Ruby Throne for my taste. Alas, things like this aren't up to me. I do think there's a chance, though, thanks to you.
Cool. Why am I getting notifications? Huh? Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Okay, there's that. Yeah, no, I don't know why I'm looking at my inventory. Journal, yes, antiquity, social, mail. Wow, someone actually bought my shit. Alright. That is surprising. Okay. Now that's all said and done. Now that is all said and done. How long have I been doing this? I have absolutely no idea. Now that's all said and done. What do I want to do? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and, well, let's see. I wanted to actually go ahead and, not this. I want to use all of these clues that I had. Yeah. Let's see. Google. There's 4 of these. Let's just hope that it's easy to find. Murder of Crows clue. Hag Fen, Wayshrine, and Glenumbra. Joy, I don't have a single one here. Okay. Alright, let's see. Hagman. I mean, this gives me a chance to mess around with my...
I'm with you.
This does give me somewhat of a chance to rot on the spider. God, trying to get anywhere is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Be ready for anything.
Oh yes, I remember this. I remember why I stick to the path in this place.
I can't do it.
Any other character I have probably have means to get what I need, but one thing I could do is just ride around and look for it. Likewise, as far as tribute goes, I don't really show off tribute like that because I could just, I will do that off camera. I will instead actually go ahead and do what I intended to do, which was start the quest lines for Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood, which also means I need Ember because she doesn't disapprove of these illicit activities.
Oh, good. I was so bored.
Well, prepare to be bored no more. Outlaws Refuge. Put a marker there. Travel here.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Let's go do something illegal.
I'll try not to fall off.
Dragons in your own homeland.
Can we stay here for a while? I love the atmosphere.
No, I understand. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
And this is where we actually meet Quen for the first time. Not like how we bumped into Quen on High Island. I've got a couple of these leads I'm going to explore soon. Should do something about it. Should definitely do something about it. Alright. After the stream.
Look who it is. Glad to see you made it off Galen. Sure, I loved the scenery, but all that lava made me nervous. Lucky for you, no one has accepted the job yet. It's all yours if you want it.
Wow, I did not expect them to actually do that. Because that didn't wow, okay. I approve it of this.
You mean you aren't here about the notice? Well, allow me to explain. I need a partner for a difficult job. It pays well, but it involves travel, and there is some danger. Does that sound like the sort of thing that might interest you?
Sounds good, I'm in.
Thanks for joining me. What a relief. I already hired a ship. Find me where I've noted on your map. Oh, you'll want some lockpicks. A merchant here can sell you some. You and I both know the value of preparation.
You're relieved I took the job?
The Lonshara job got a bit weird. I worried you might not partner with me again. Oh, I mean, on the job. Work together. Now I realize I should have asked you from the start.
You marked the Woodhearth docks on the map. Why Greenshade? Why not leave directly from here?
Well, I paid for a ship in advance. I didn't realize how far I'd have to look to find a suitable partner. For the job, I mean. But we can talk about this at the docks.
Where are we headed exactly?
Let's talk about details when we rendezvous. It's not that I don't trust you, I don't think I've made a good impression in this place. That is, if you're still interested. You are, right? Of course you are, I'm only joking.
Well, I know how your last job went, so why not? Bigger cut for me, of course, right? Right, I'm totally not gonna get roped into a seemingly endless, what's the word? Seemingly endless pit of robbing and evading guards and failing to stealth and shit. And I really should have went and did the Dark Brotherhood questline first. At least then I can get the blade. Yeah, I'll get the clues off camera. I don't think it's something I can do on. I mean, it's no different from following a treasure map, except instead of showing you a picture, you kind of just have to. You look at a note and you try to pick what things are important. Like if I were my Daggerfall character, I might have caught that when he said Fen and Hags, it would have been like Hagfen or something. Because that's actually a place in Glenumbra. But I wouldn't know that because of this character I haven't touched anything in that area, so. Anyway, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, let's do this shit. Now my stealth is actually pretty shitty.
Don't mess with a street kid!
Hello, Quen.
You made it! I wasn't certain you... Well, I'm glad you're here. So, the details. We're headed to a remote patch of land called Fulstrom Homestead. It's owned by some Thane from Eastmarch. He's at war, but his staff and guards remain.
And what are we doing there?
We're looking for a relic called the Geovessan Skull. We slip inside the treasure room, grab our prize, and depart before anyone knows the difference. After that, we split the proceeds and go our separate ways.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
One more thing. I'd prefer not to spill any blood, but I leave our safety to your discretion. If a guard sees you, take shelter in a hiding spot. Sound good?
Sounds good.
This little tub will get us to a blockade runner offshore. They'll bring us to Fulstrom Homestead and back. I hope you don't get seasick. I get seasick. I'm sure I'll be alright.
Any objections if I steal more than just a Geovessan skull?
None whatsoever. Anything else you take is yours to fence. Just don't forget why we're there. We don't leave until we have the Geovessan skull.
And how does this job compare to Lanshara?
No way to understand the job until you're truly in it. We both know that. At least this time Umindior isn't here to muck things up.
Have you done any more jobs since Lanshara?
A few here and there. Nothing this size. My job broker still sees me as green. This time I did proper research, hired transportation, and found the perfect partner. All on my own. I'm ready.
Nice. Alright. Your perfect partner is gonna go in loud, by the way. So, maybe I shouldn't have brought Ember.
You brought the right Khajiit for the job.
Right.
Dry land. Finally. Colder than I expected. Very, very cold. The manor should be up ahead. Are you ready?
Before we proceed, I have some questions.
Of course. What about?
What can we expect to find?
There should be guards throughout the homestead. We're looking for a gatehouse. Once we're past the portcullis, the manor shouldn't be much further. That's where we'll find the Geovessan skull.
And why do you want to steal a Geovessan skull?
I need it for a buyer in Abaz Landing. Which isn't important right now. Until we get the Geovessan skull, there's no point in discussing payment.
And what can we expect to find?
There should be guards throughout the homestead. We're looking for a gatehouse. Once we're past the portcullis, the manor shouldn't be much further. That's where we'll find the Geovessan skull.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Let's head to the manor. Quick and silent.
I am Now, the last time I did this, I was horrible at stealth. Clanking about in heavy armor and everything, so. Let's try to do this quietly. Oh yeah, I'm having a blast. I am being a sneaky thief. Would I be lucky enough to be able to get into that hiding spot before she turns around? No, but Ember doesn't like it when you get caught. Okay. Yeah, no, trust me, some of the harder quests for this, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright. Now we wait. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't think I can actually continue this way. So I have to get across that bridge. Seems like I gotta... Once everybody leaves, I can probably sneak in around that way. That stable hand's gonna be a problem. Let's see. Okay. I think my only obstacle left is that, is this gentleman here. Should easily be able to slip through here, no problem now. I'm in. How do I help Quen with the portcullis? Oh, shoot.
The guards should arrive at any moment, trespasser.
Damn it.
You did bring lockpicks, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Lockpicks won't work on those doors. Some sort of mechanism, maybe? Whoa! That's one clever thing, but not clever enough.
Okay, there's supposed to be a clue around here somewhere. I mean... Actually, no. Proper way to do this trial by error is... Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you brute forcing a lock.
I heard a click. Come on, let's go find the Geovessan skull.
There was a clue in there, I didn't see it. But while I'm here, I'm definitely gonna take anything that I can that's not nailed down. Also, yeah, as far as other things that aren't nailed down, yeah. Didn't really give you that much, did they?
There it is. It's so shiny.
Surrender, thief! The manor is surrounded. Today the Iron Wheel brings you to justice.
What? Who are you?
Chief Inspector Ranbeek. We foiled your attempt to steal the Geovessan skull. Will you also confess to stealing Magnifica Falora's dowry?
What's a Falora?
See, it doesn't matter. Return the Geovessan skull and surrender, or face the consequences.
No idea what he means. I'll follow your lead.
Came too far.
Hold them off! I'll find another way out.
Oh, I was just getting started.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? What was all that about, with dowries and iron wheels?
I have no idea. Did you tell anyone we were coming here?
Nobody. Well, I sent word to the Thieves' Guild of Abar's Landing. They were interested in acquiring the Geovessan skull. Abar's Landing was to be our next stop. But why would this iron wheel set an ambush here? Are you certain you've never heard of them?
Never. But we can figure out who they are after we escape.
Of course, you're right. The iron wheel could return at any moment. We need to get out of here, and fast. Wait, did you hear that?
Hear what?
There's someone coming. Who are you?
You don't know me yet, but I'm a friend. Quen, isn't it? Put on this uniform and head outside. The Iron Wheel won't detain a Windhelm guard.
There's no way I'm leaving here without my partner.
I only had one uniform. Go on, recover your boat and meet us by the catacomb exit. Then we can return to the Thieves' Guild in Abar's Landing.
You're from the Thieves' Guild? All right. I'll meet you both by the exit. Good luck, partner.
Walk softly.
She'll be fine. Looks like we take the dangerous way around. Didn't realize there were two of you. Next time the Iron Wheel springs a trap, I'll bring another uniform.
Who are you? What's going on?
I'm Walk Softly, and we're currently fleeing the Iron Wheel. We can talk about the details once we've actually fled. Oh, what are your thoughts on spiders?
Spiders? What do you mean?
When I was posing as one of the manor's guards, one of the actual guards mentioned these old catacombs. Said there were a basket full of spiders. Unless that's an obscure Nord expression, I'm guessing he meant actual spiders.
You said you're from the Thieves Guild. What is that?
Nothing we should discuss right here. But I promise, as soon as we've escaped the Iron Wheel, I'll answer your questions.
Right. Okay then, let's go. Stranger that I have never met before, I will totally follow your lead.
A chance to sneak around?
I'm afraid of spiders.
Spoiling me.
Probably should have mentioned. I'll keep it under control.
Oh, brother. Well, Ember, our life of crime just began.
Look, a crypt. Nothing bad ever happens in a crypt.
Oh, Lord Almighty. You know, babbling jokes are supposed to be my thing when we're running out of things to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got most of the good loot already. God, if I could do a stealth run right now and just insta-kill all these guys, I'd be happy as hell.
Stay away from the pointy bits! On the bright side, these only have 4 limbs.
They weren't expecting that.
Yeah, you get a family manor built on top of a tomb full of Draugr.
It's either you, or me. Us. Let's share the blame.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Draugr, buddy. Oh, there the spiders. Check it out.
Are we running? No! Alright then!
That doesn't scare them? Nothing will.
There we go. Not the worst possible way of doing this.
Follow me. We're almost there.
Oh, come on! I don't think they saw me.
Are you alright? You're greener than my favorite vest.
It's fine. I'm fine.
Could have lived my entire life without running through a spider pit. But we made it through. You'll make a real impression in Abba's Landing.
What's in Abba's Landing?
The Thieves Guild. And my guildmaster, who can explain why the Iron Wheel thinks you deserve the same fate they've inflicted upon us. It's an unpleasant fate. It involves branding irons.
What if I don't want to go to Abba's Landing?
You are your own master. But the Iron Wheel is relentless, and they know your face. They know your partner's face, too. So, tell me where we're all headed? I suggest Abba's Landing as soon as you're able.
Alright, take us to Abba's Landing.
Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Yeah, well, thankfully I am packing a couple of these Pardon Edicts.
When you're up to it, we'll head to the Thieves' Den. It's in an old cistern.
Oh, a cistern. Wonderful. I'm to be surrounded by water everywhere I go. Oh, think I'll stay here for a bit. Don't want to decorate the Guildmaster's boots.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'll be fine. Don't keep the Guildmaster waiting on my account.
Always a pleasant journey to Abba's Landing. Head to our Thieves' Den. The Guildmaster awaits. Your partner and I will be along when she's less expulsive.
Where is the Thieves' Den?
Hidden within an old cistern that's long forgotten by the city's merchant lords. A new home for us after the Iron Wheel tore apart the old one. It's a bit damp. You get used to it.
Thanks. Okay, you know what I forgot to do? I really should have taken a swig from that double XP mug from this event. It is what it is. Let's see. I suppose I'm supposed to cut through this way? No, I think it's this way. Yeah, I love Abba's Landing. That's why I've taken so long to actually get here. But once I'm here, thankfully I can then get this quest started, and I just rank up the quest line as I go. Whenever I feel like actually doing it, of course. I could go for some atomic dumplings. Oh, hey.
Psst, you. Over here.
Alright. Oh, this should be fun. I just want to get rid of my illicit
Over
goods.
here. We should speak. Walk Softly sent word of your time at Fulstrom Homestead. Said you slipped out from between the Iron Wheel's greedy fingers.
Yes, you must be the Guildmaster.
I am, but call me Zira. Titles don't carry weight when you live in a cistern. Pretty bold of you and Quen to go after the Geovessan skull. Did you know she sent a letter asking to set up a meet? Rookie mistake. The Iron Wheel read her mail.
They knew we were coming all along?
That's why I sent Walk Softly to pull you out. Don't get me wrong, Quen may be green, but she planned a real heist. The kind we used to pull off before the Iron Wheel captured or killed most of us. Bastards.
Why is the Iron Wheel after the Thieves Guild?
You heard of Magnifica Felora? She's a noble from Tanith, with a substantial dowry in her family tomb. We tried to steal it, but we failed, and she hired the Iron Wheel to punish us. I hear their leader thought you worked for us. Want to make it official?
Well, what do you mean?
If the great Chief Inspector Ron Beek thinks you're part of the Guild, who am I to disagree? We need good thieves, capable thieves like you and Quen to pull ourselves out of the gutter. So, care to join the Thieves Guild? We have nowhere to go but up.
I'll join the Thieves Guild.
Good. You aren't afraid of a challenge. The more you do for us, the more gold and respect you'll earn. Reputation goes a long way with us. Bringing us the Geovessan skull is a good start. Here's your cut. Don't worry, Quen will get her portion. I told you about our failed heist, the one that led the Iron Wheel to Abba's Landing. Someone pointed them in our direction. It's time we found out exactly who it was.
Okay. Each skill increases to level 2. Alright, so now that's all said and done. Swiftly forgotten. We got 54 skill points. I should do something about with them. Now, I believe I don't think there's really a proper way to do this. It's a guild trade. Is there a fence around here? There's gotta be a fence down here. There you are.
Ah, what have the waters washed in today?
Lots of gold. Kinda wish Ember would say something about it, but I know I gotta really put effort into it in order to actually pull this off, so. Yeah, now I want to get the... I want to go to the Dark Brotherhood quest line. Yeah, no, it's not the best way of doing this, but I want to start
Care to earn a little
quest
extra
lines.
coin on the side? It's for a good cause.
And then I will do the quests in time, in turn. For now, I just want to start it all up. Emily Crow.
This place is nice, but it's not a home. Feels like I'm hiding down here. People like us, we need powerful friends if we're gonna make it in this world.
People like us.
Don't play coy. I see it in your eyes. You've killed people. Or you will. You've got the same urges as I do. Just between us, I hear the Dark Brotherhood is recruiting for some new blood. I'm gonna try my best to get their attention.
The Dark Brotherhood?
You never heard of Tamriel's most elite guild of assassins? Rumor has it that if you take an innocent life and they notice, they'll offer you a place in the Dark Brotherhood. There, killers are free to pursue their true passion. Think about it.
Thanks for the information.
Word of advice. Urges aside, the Dark Brotherhood prefers to keep a low profile. Just remember, kill an innocent, get noticed. My sources say they're recruiting in Anvil, on the Gold Coast. I'll be at the docks there if you want to talk some more.
You just want me to go up and kill a random person in cold blood?
I don't want you to do anything. I'm just providing information. Letting you know that new opportunities are available if you're willing to spill a little blood.
You're rather open and nonchalant about this?
Don't take my willingness to help out as a sign or anything. I recognized a kindred spirit and suggested a way to satisfy your darkest urges. They'll get you killed if you don't keep them under control. And if you don't find the right allies.
I've killed before. Why hasn't the Dark Brother contacted me already?
Hey, I don't know exactly how they select new recruits. I'm just telling you what I've heard. Maybe you just need to be in the right place at the right time. Like Anvil. Of course, I've also heard they have eyes everywhere, so what do I know?
How do you know so much about a secret organization of assassins?
That's one of the best things about the Dark Brotherhood. It hides in plain sight. No one knows where its headquarters is or how many members it has. Yet you can go into any library and read a book about them. It's brilliant, really.
you've read a book about the Dark Brotherhood.
Quite a few, actually. My favorite is The Night Mother's Truth. It describes the origins of the Brotherhood, although it might all be theory and conjecture. But forget the books. Everyone knows the Brotherhood exists, and most people fear them.
What are the benefits of joining a group like that?
Fellowship, safety, and security, to name just a few. I understand there's also a steady flow of gold from all the contracts. And you get to kill people. Can you imagine a better guild to belong to? Better than picking pockets, if you ask me.
Fair enough. Again, I wonder if Ember is going to go for this.
We should talk guild business. Zira sent me to find you. You're needed in the den.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what that guy is. He's like the, he's like, the people in, the mages or the fighters guild who always try to call for your attention when you have a new quest available. But as I said, I want to just start with all these quest lines, because then on my other character, I can start doing the side quests to level her up. But on camera, because it's been long, I will eventually do all these quests in turn. Should Ember be here for this? I don't know. And I am not even headed for the Wasteland. Oh well. Oh, so this will take me straight to Anvil. That takes me to Woodhearth. Alright, where all this madness began.
What kind of trouble do you think we can get up to here?
I don't know.
Look at us, off on an adventure.
What a Sky Shard. Should I go for that Sky Shard? I don't even know why I have that Sky Shard shown. Was I here at some point? Anvil. There we go. Now, honestly, before you tackle the Dark Brotherhood, I would simply say do the Thieves Guild, get a couple of counterfeit pardon edicts. But
I love cities. They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
Okay. Just found some innocent blood to spill. No problem. No problem at all. And if I do this right, I can do this.
Hey, nobody boards the Prowler without my permission. Get over here.
Sure. Yep, this will do.
Oh, great. That's just embarrassing. What'd you pinch?
Oh, so Ember is not a fan of Dark Brotherhood activities, I would imagine. Or maybe it's because I just get caught. But either way, all I need is a edict. Please remember where I packed those. And boom.
Well?
You there. Wait for a moment, if you would. Pardon the interruption. I've been looking for you.
Can I help you with something?
Not me. But I have something for you. A letter. Confidential. Private. I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here it is. Interesting. I'm also supposed to extend a verbal invitation to visit the lighthouse. Odd that they didn't just put that in the letter.
The lighthouse?
Yes, the Anvil Lighthouse, just up the way. The sender ordered me to direct you there after I handed over the letter. I'm glad I found you. After looking for the woman with the eye patch all day, I figured I was in for a late night.
The woman with the eye patch?
Emily Crow? Do you know her? I gave her a letter right there on the Anvil docks. I have no idea where she went in such a hurry, but she seemed excited to receive it. Anyway, I have more deliveries to make before I can rest for the day. Farewell. The gods keep you.
Okay. Probably under quest items. Yeah. That is a, I know that, sign anywhere.
Let's ride.
Oh, I literally could have just killed you. I would have been fine. But I'm sure I'll bet you somebody had already done that.
Are you seeing this? Incredible!
Well, this is quaint.
Come closer and let me look into your eyes. No remorse, no mercy. Yes, you do have the eyes of a killer. How many lives ended looking into those eyes? Enough that the Night Mother has noticed, obviously. Which brings us both to this place and time.
Who are you?
I am a speaker for the Dark Brotherhood. I speak with the voice of the Night Mother. I act with the hands of our dread father, Sithis. I have an offer to make to one so skilled in the art of murder. An invitation, if you will.
I'm listening, speaker.
As well you should. I am certain you have questions, but first, we must determine if you are worthy of joining the Dark Brotherhood. You take lives easily and without hesitation. We know that you can kill. Now show us that you can also obey.
I'm ready to hear your proposal.
Splendid. We shall see how well you marry business with death. But first, allow me to present you with a gift. I shall teach you how to call upon a particular tool of our trade.
What sort of tool?
A tool for dealing death, of course. One forged by unseen hands. The Blade of Woe. Wield it from the shadows, and its edge shall deliver your prey to Sithis in the void.
I accept your gift.
In return, I expect only unwavering loyalty and ruthless efficiency. Now, let us discuss the task before you. A killing that shall form a covenant between us. Signed in blood.
Okay.
The Imperial noble, Lord Quintus Gerol, has been marked for death by the Black Sacrament. Your task is simple. Find Gerol and kill him.
Why has he been marked for death?
That isn't a question we ask. Suffice to say, he offended someone enough to get them to perform the Black Sacrament. The Night Mother heard the prayer, and now Geralt must die. This is the task I have set before you.
I'll kill Lord Quintus Geralt.
Excellent. The noble's estate can be found northwest of Anvil along the Gold Road. How you perform the execution is up to you. Just make sure Lord Quintus Geralt dies by your hand. Then your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete.
Any words of wisdom before I set out to murder the noble?
The wise traveler asks for directions before the path diverges. Never hesitate to rely on your fellow Brotherhood members once you complete your initiation. I assume you want to know what awaits you at the noble's estate?
I suppose that's as good a place to start as any.
Killing requires few special skills, but reaching your target? That's the real task, isn't it? High walls, locked gates, and armed patrols protect the estate. There is another way to reach the estate grounds, if you're interested.
I'm interested.
A series of smuggler tunnels runs beneath the Withered Rose and leads directly to the estate's courtyard. That's the route I would take. And don't forget to bring lockpicks. Geralt is a cautious man. He never leaves a door unlocked behind him.
What's the Withered Rose?
The Withered Rose? A small hostel outside the city. Our lovely mother and daughter own the place, but they've had trouble making ends meet. The smuggler tunnels provide them with an alternate source of income, and they're perfect for your needs.
What's the Black Sacrament?
The Black Sacrament is the ritual by which a client procures the Dark Brotherhood services. Using an effigy of the intended victim, the client pleads for the Night Mother to send an assassin to end the specified life. With no remorse, no regret.
So Dark Brothers are a group of paid assassins?
To put it simply, yes. The lives of the innocent and the guilty alike are ours for the taking. And every soul goes to Sithis, as long as the price is paid. Death is our craft, our religion, and our trade. And business, as always, is good.
Killing is our business, and business is good. Who's the Night Mother?
Our unholy matron and the one true bride of Sithis. We are her children, forever wrapped in her cold, loving embrace.
So the Night Mother is your leader?
There will be time enough for more questions after you complete the task before you. Just know that she watches you. She loves you, as she loves all her children. Do not disappoint her. The Black Sacrament is the ritual.
Tell me about the Blade of Woe.
The Blade of Woe is the ebony dagger of our Brotherhood. It is a single weapon, unique and powerful in the right hands. When one of our brothers or sisters needs the blade for a kill, it appears to help carry out the assassination.
All right.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
Yes, yes it would be. But we're not here for that. I am curious. Do you, Ember, disapprove of my usage of this blade?
And no one's any the wiser.
No, I don't exactly gain anything, but I don't lose anything either. This I'm cool with.
You know how I get when it's too bumpy.
Well, the bright side now is I actually have a way to... I missed having the Blade of Woe, because as gimmicky as it seems, it is a particularly useful tool to have. Yeah, you can't use it on these guys here, but still a very... and certain NPCs you can't use it on. Can I? Yes, I can.
I love snooping around places I don't belong.
Yeah. Well, let's just see if there's anything nice that's not nailed down, huh? Letter, ooh, coins. Letter to the Withered Rose. My dearest Ladia, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. I can pretty much tell who wanted, who's put the, bounty out.
Nice.
Yeah. Knew I picked the right person to bring along on this job. So now I've got to avoid that guard with the torch, I'd imagine.
She's crazier than a cat on scuba.
Yeah, no, can't kill him. But I can kill you.
That was fun.
Let me be clear.
Please. That was sloppy. We never should have been seen.
I should have been able to just stab her. Oh well, fuck it.
This is my favorite part.
I don't think I can. Oh no, I can't. I guess it might just be a result I wasn't close enough.
We need to be more careful when it comes to being naughty.
Oh well.
Steal anything good?
Alright, I'm in.
This is my favorite part.
Alright.
Am I in trouble? Sorry.
Yeah, no, this, no witnesses. Shit.
You were amazing!
Yeah, I don't get any rapport increase for, killing anybody, huh?
Someone's going to be missing that.
Suppose I can launder and sell that. Letter from the governor. My dear I look forward to our next meeting. I've always enjoyed our work relationship, and I'm ever so grateful that you have agreed to allow us to use secret chambers beneath your estate for a conversation that needs to remain extremely private. Our guests should arrive promptly by the usual means. Please make sure that
I
they are
love a
comfortable
good fire.
and see to
Reminds me of being a kid. Being hungry wasn't so bad when you were warm.
Anything that ain't nailed down, right? I've killed everybody here, so we keep going. Contractor's note. Watch Commander Pilatus, the new installation.
You've got to be kidding! Better than this.
That was sloppy. We never should have been seen.
I'm assuming he just spawned on top of me. That's kind of frustrating. Oh boy. I think that's my problem with this, is I just don't have the patience to be waiting around for this.
Seriously, Quintus, I appreciate you providing a safe place for our meeting, but couldn't you have straightened up a bit before we got here?
My apologies, Governor Fortunata. But there's no safer place south of Varen's Wall than right here. Vermin notwithstanding.
I don't know. This place seems to suit you.
That's no way to speak to your betters, Count Carolus. Speaking of which, when are you going to finally turn Kvatch over to a proper ruler? Your people deserve so much greater than you.
My lord and lady, please. We have a more pressing concern, and it affects us all.
Careful, Quintus. I won't be spoken to in such a manner. But you're right. The Dark Brotherhood grows stronger and threatens everything we've built here.
Suppose I'm supposed to keep listening. I don't know. Because it's not talking anymore, is it? Did I glitch something? Oh, I hope I didn't. Oh, there's so much loot I could be taking. I suppose with the guards gone.
I forgot to mention, Primate Artorius sends his regrets, but Cathedral business forced him to remain in Kvatch. He indicates that he will support whatever we decide.
I love snooping around places I don't belong.
I rule Anvil with an iron glove. But you let that glorified priest walk all over Kvatch, Count Carolus.
I govern, while Artorius handles spiritual matters and the Cathedral's defenders, the Order of the Hour. I have allowed them to patrol Kvatch until the murderer is apprehended.
Haven't the last few murder victims been suspected members of the Dark Brotherhood? Perhaps if we do nothing, this murderer will solve our problem for us.
I refuse to allow a vigilante to freely stalk the streets of my city. That means I allow to expand the Order of the Hour's authority.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you and Artorius were building an army. Should I be worried, my dear Count?
Alright. Should step back, wait for that guard to come back. Yeah, I don't know if Ember, I mean, she doesn't disapprove of the killing, she disapproves about the part getting caught. So.
That the Order will return to the Cathedral once this threat is resolved.
Primate Artorius gave me his word, and I give you mine.
And why should I trust either of them, Quintus? What good is their word when I find the Order at Anvil's walls?
That won't happen. We're not as ambitious and ruthless as you.
Despite his holy station, Artorius is a man. He has the same needs and desires as any other.
Lord Quintus, intruders have penetrated the estate. We need to move the three of you immediately.
Don't be alarmed. Be prepared for any contingency. Commander, secure the hall. Make sure no one follows us.
I love how nobody else heard that. Nobody ever said this was a stealth game. Don't think I can kill him in a single hit, so I'm not gonna try. It's a named NPC. Oh, I mean, not all named NPCs cannot be killed.
A chance to sneak around? You're spoiling me.
Oh, come on!
You're telling me. That sloped ground is what makes it so fucking... Did I trip something? Oh well.
I hope I helped. You brought the right Khajiit for the job.
Did I?
Ugh, I hate getting caught.
Shoot. Alright, gotta figure something with my inventory situation. Not as well. Thankfully, that didn't just get me caught. I kinda wish the bounty system in this game worked similar to Skyrim, where if I kill the person who saw me, the bounty goes away. But what the hell.
Yay, us! This is my favorite part.
Yeah, so you've said. Many times over.
Show yourself, assassin. Or are you another one of those Brotherhood cowards who prefers to strike from the shadows?
I so, enjoy striking from the shadows. It's all but a means to an end.
Bet they weren't expecting that.
Okay. Get away. Okay. Should do, seeing as how I just have but these targets left.
Let's go do something exciting.
Wow. That was a particularly easy kill. Now the fun part is getting back safely.
I'll try not to fall off.
Now the fun part is trying to get back without getting caught by the guards, because I have quite the haul on me right now.
Magister Irin never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
Yeah. I'll bet. I simply have to give a wide berth to any of the bandits in the area, and should be fine.
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
We know that Quintus Gerol is dead. The Brotherhood has eyes everywhere. You have done well. The Covenant is sealed, signed in blood. Welcome to the family, sister.
That's all I had to do to prove myself?
We have been watching you for a long time. Killing the nobles simply sealed our covenant. Now you need to meet your brothers and sisters. I will send you to a sanctuary, a safe house of sorts, a home, as well as a source of additional contracts.
Where is the sanctuary?
Not far. It's the reason I summoned you to the Gold Coast. There is much work to accomplish here, and you will be a part of that. Your new home lies to the north, hidden beneath Varen's wall. Go there, and attempt to open the Black Door.
The Black Door.
The Black Door will pose a question. What is the flavor of fear? Reply, sublime, my brother, and the sanctuary shall be open to you. Once inside, seek out Astara. She has additional instructions for you.
Are there other sanctuaries?
Of course. Since the formation of the Dark Brotherhood, our shadow has stretched across the entirety of Tamriel. Not every sanctuary has flourished, however, and our grip isn't as secure as we'd like in certain parts of the world.
I don't understand.
Not that it concerns you, but Vvardenfell continues to be a source of irritation. The Gold Coast, however, presents an opportunity we can all profit from. Here we can establish a foothold that will serve the Brotherhood for generations to come.
Why are you called a speaker?
I am the voice of the Night Mother. She conveys her will to the listener, who then passes it on to one of the 4 speakers of the Black Hand to carry out.
The Black Hand?
The Black Hand. The instrument by which the Night Mother rules the Dark Brotherhood. It consists of 1 listener and 4 speakers. 4 fingers and a thumb. Never more, never less. The Black Hand oversees the sanctuaries, among other duties.
What happened to the woman in the chair?
Just a little business I had to attend to. I do like to keep my dagger sharp, as it were. Her family had certain documents and presumed to make allegations that might have embarrassed the Brotherhood.
So you killed her to avoid embarrassment?
The Brotherhood isn't that petty, but we do have certain obligations to uphold. I gave her the greatest gift of all, solace. Just as you gave the same gift to Lord Jarrell. And there will be many more gifts to grant before your work is done.
Sweet. Oh. That didn't take very long. Just gotta know where to look, I guess. Gotta put some of this away. Save me up for a rainy day fund. Now I just gotta go to the sanctuary and hang out there for a bit while my bounties go away. There we go. Skill point gained. Alright, I shall enter the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. And when that's all said and done, once I finish this first quest, I should be all but squared away. Will no longer be attacked by the law. Great. Oh, I didn't even get the wish run. Should definitely get the wish run. You definitely do not want to miss this one. Makes getting in and out of the Brotherhood so much easier. Sublime, my brother.
Well met, sister. I coordinate our family's more mundane contracts. I suggest you get used to this face, because you're going to be seeing a lot of me.
All right. I do like the eerie atmosphere of the place. Don't know too many NPCs here.
You must be the new initiate. The Speaker sent word that you were on your way. I'm the matron of this sanctuary. Obey me without question, and I'm certain we'll get along just fine.
Of course, matron.
And this is for you, Shrouded Armor, the uniform of the Dark Brotherhood. You're one of the family now. You might as well look the part. And since you showed such expertise with the Blade of Woe, take this as well. I expect great things, Initiate.
Of course.
We are all brothers and sisters, children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. They can provide advice and information, even support for your more challenging contracts.
Will I get another contract soon?
Eager, are you? That's good. Then go and talk to Elam Drawls. He handles lesser contracts for the new initiates. Prove yourself to him, and more interesting assignments will follow. Welcome to the family.
I'll go talk to Elam Dress.
Explore the sanctuary. Meet the others. At least the ones currently at home. I believe Green Venom Tongue, Kor, Hildegard, Mirabelle, Simbar, and Tannic are available. When you're done, Elam should have a new task for you to accomplish.
I heard something about a Dark Brotherhood member being murdered.
Where did you... Oh, they were discussing that at the Noble's estate, were they? Bastards. It's true. Someone has been killing our brothers and sisters. When the hunters become the hunted, it's like the world has gone askew.
Any idea who the murderer is?
We're investigating the matter. It's not unusual for our pasts to catch up with us, and it's not like we have a shortage of enemies. We'll learn the identity of this killer, and then there will be a reckoning.
Who would dare challenge the Dark Brotherhood?
True. Few have the audacity to openly oppose us, but there are many who would love to see the Brotherhood abolished. This feels different. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open and report anything you notice as you execute your duties.
How do I advance in the Brotherhood?
A little ambition is good for the soul, but only a little. Complete the contracts assigned to you. It's as simple as that. Every life you send to Sithis pleases the Night Mother and raises your profile. Complete enough jobs, and you'll be rewarded.
What happens as I advance?
We'll trust you with more difficult contracts, assign you more high-profile targets. The awards are greater, and we'll ask you to help with matters of importance to the Brotherhood. But don't get ahead of yourself. Start with Elam's contracts first.
Tell me about yourself, Matron.
The past isn't something we talk about here. For most of us, our lives didn't really begin until we were called to serve the Night Mother. And I was called at a very early age.
Have you always been the matron of the sanctuary?
No one joins the Brotherhood and immediately steps into a position of power. That's not how we do things. I had to prove myself, show that I was dedicated to the Night Mother and her tenets. I served for many years before I earned my title.
Did you advance through the ranks in the sanctuary?
The sanctuary has always been my home in the Brotherhood, if that's what you're asking. I've seen the Gold Coast change over the years, but that's enough questions about me. I wouldn't want to think you were taking my measure for some reason.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's certainly a lot of things to do. Well, at this point, now I'm kind of stuck down here because I don't want to lose my illicit goods. There isn't a fence down here, is there? Not that I can see. So Twitch, I'd say this is where I'm gonna cut it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but who knows? When I come back, maybe I'll do the Dark Brotherhood quest lines, or maybe I'll do the Thieves Guild quest lines. Both the quest lines are tied to ranking up the skill, so maybe I'll do a lot of that off camera. Or maybe I'll do one on camera once and that'll be that. I don't know yet. But for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell your friends. This has been Alloway, signing off.